What's up everyone, it's Trainer Dell. In this video I have for you my Dark Magician deck profile. This deck is something that I've always been playing since like forever. It's one of my top 3 favorite decks to run and I just keep updating it. Although there's not really much to update because the new balance is out and of course nothing Dark Magician got hit. So that's another fun reason to why I play Dark Magician, because like it's not really like broken or like meta viable in a sense. It's just a deck that I like, and it has Yugi, the first protagonist, is like boss monster, like his first ace, you know? So it's cool. And yeah, let's get right into it. The deck really is basically like your average build, I feel like, that everyone runs. I mean, a few differences here and there, and that's all right. Everyone can have a little difference in their deck, but running 3 Dark Magician, definitely have to do this. It's just cool, even though he's a, you know, 2500 attacker, he's the heart and soul of the deck. I have to say that like every Dark Magician deck profile I feel nowadays. 2 of this Magician of Dark Illusion, running it. I still feel like you can cut one, or maybe even cut 2. But then at the same time, it's like I'm running the version with Allure of Darkness, so more darks would be good. And Magician Navigation to go for like a rank 7 play is not so bad. So, and you know, there's chances it can special summon itself on your opponent's turn. So for like field presence and stuff, so that's cool. So I'll just take this to the side and say, hey, you know, 3 Apprentice Illusion Magician. She's the retrained Dark Magician girl. It's mana. You know, the effect, discard a card and you can special summon it. Search Dark Magician whenever she's summoned. Just really cool. I play 3 of, some people go 2 of, but I definitely go 3 of that. Then we got Magician's Rod. And if you guys can tell, 3 of these, that I'm actually running Dragon Sleeves on these. You know, I wanted to see the foils and everything on my cards, so that's what I did. And Magician Rod, Stratus of the deck, searches a spell or trap card that lists Dark Magician. Also, let's not forget its other effect. During your opponent's turn, if you activate a spell or trap card or effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can tribute a spellcaster type monster and add this card back to your hand. So, its first effect of normal summoning is great, and the second effect is great. So, you know, people sleep on that second effect. People forget it's there, but all the tricks Dark Magician does, you know, you can kind of almost out-resource your opponent sometimes. I'm playing the version with this, the Keeper of Dragon Magic. I feel like it's at least a little more consistent in getting things out. And of course, like, even if the worst case scenario, you have an 1800, you know, body, you know, dark for Allure and just normal summon. But if you're able to get its effect off, that's really good, where when you normal summon or special summon this card, you can discard a card and add Polymerization or Fusion normal spell card. So you can't get Super Poly, you can't get, like, I think Future Fusion is continuous. It has to be normal. From your deck to your hand, you reveal 1 Fusion monster from your extra deck, special summon for, or basically from the graveyard, you can special summon one of the fusion material monsters into the field face down defense mode. But it's alright because you can actually use Polymerization with a face down card. So, you know, the ruling helps everything, and it's good. And the only hand trap I'm playing right now are 2 Effect Veilers, because it's just Spellcaster, Tuner. I can get out my boy Cyframe Omega. Just put Effect Veiler up there. 3 Dark Magical Circle. Just really good to have, you know, it's just good. You play it, you look at the top 3 cards, you reveal a Dark Magician or a spell or trap card that lists Dark Magician, and it's like specifically, so no Dark Magician girl stuff. But yeah, and you can add it to your hand, then you can place back the top in any order you'd like. I believe you only have to reveal if you get a card. The cards that you put back, you know, on top of your deck, secrets. Try to keep that. And I play my normal Dark Magician theme lineup, which is like Dark Magic attack for back row, Illusion Magic, just to get Dark Magicians either from the deck or back from the graveyard, and Dark Magic Inheritance, which I like because it's kind of like a fourth rod. Not that, but a fourth rod. In a sense, it gets you, like a Dark Magician stuff too, but, searching stuff ain't so bad, and sometimes with the draw cards that you have, banishing 2 spell cards won't be too hard. 2 polarizations. I like this artwork with it. It's just, poly fuse. 3 Pot of Duality. I still like this version. You can drop this and the 2 Allure that I play if you want to, or some other things in the deck. You can cut whatever you want. So I play, that's like my draw power right here. It's a little slow, but I feel like it's consistent enough for me. If you want more speed, definitely trade in these 5 for the Spellbook engine. I just don't run it. I don't like it. I don't like having to rely on Blue Boy. I don't know. I feel unthemed or something like that. I know like this isn't so much themed, but I feel like Spellbook is its own, genre. 1 Raigeki. I mean, you can also take out Raigeki if you want for something, and 1 Monster Reborn. These you can kind of take out if you want to change your draw engine, or if you want to add more like defensive cards, because you can just reborn Dark Magician with some other effects like Eternal Soul. Then you can take that out. And talking about Eternal Soul, 3 of them. It's a definite 3 of, I think. It's not like the best one, but it keeps the consistency up, especially with certain link plays or just getting Dark Magician to the graveyard and whatnot. Not too bad. I dropped this down to 2 because I was noticing that with the combo with this, when I drop a Dark Magician to the graveyard and then Special Summon it back, to the field face down and then fuse with it, I don't really have Dark Magicians in my hand as much. But on the chances that I do, this card is still amazing. This card still works really well, and the secondary effect is probably the best. This is like the worst secondary effect. This has like one of the best, where if you have a Dark Magician on the field, you can banish this card except the turn it was sent there and negate a Spell or Trap card. So, some stuff. I'm playing 2 strikes just to have them. You can take that out too if you want to go for more speed, or change them up if you want to. But I like them. 1 Eradicator Epidemic Virus if you're playing Sky Strikers, or even like Invoke, just say Spell. It's really good. Now for the extra deck, and there's a lot of cards that I feel like you can switch around if you want to. Still really like those sleeves. But there's cards that I feel like are definitely needed, like this one, Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, to protect your back row, and it's also a Dark Magician in the graveyard. That's really cool. I mean, that's awesome. 1 Amulet Dragon. It can come through, and again, I summoned this against Sky Striker and was able to just like banish a whole bunch of spells. So that's really cool. Now I'm playing some Chimera Tech Fortress, Chimera Tech Mega Fleet, and that's just because I run Cyber Dragon in the side. So that's for that. It's just cool like anti-meta stuff. And then I'm running, you can see right there, ABC Buster. And that's mostly because of Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. I can't summon this at all. But stop your opponent from summoning things. Because like I said, it's Dark Magician plays tricks and you want to like negate things or stop things from happening. Cyframe Lord Omega, because it's Lord Omega. And you can do it with Dark Magician or even its Shadow with the Effect Veiler. Leo, the Keeper of the Sacred Tree, with when I'm running the Winter Cherries, because it's a tuner, and we can bring that out. Definitely Ebon Illusion. I was running 2 for the longest, but I think I just cut down to 1 because if I'm going into it, I'm either already setting up to win or whatever, so it's not too bad. Just that's fine. Ebon High. Never really go into it, but it's just there. And then Big Eye, Red Eye's Flare Metal, and Norito. Just all cards that you can kind of go into, but I never really go into it. I mostly go into 1 Ebon or into any of these. And that's basically it. Sometimes I get a side frame. But Lynx, Wee Witches, I'm playing this because everything in the deck is dark. So it's alright, even though I really never go into it. But also Link Spider, because Dark Magician is normal, and sometimes you want to reactivate Circle, Dark Magical Circle. So it's good to get Dark Magician to the graveyard, activate Eternal Soul, or have Eternal Soul be already active and use it to bring out, Dark Magician and reactivate Circle. I lost my train of thought there for a second. But you get the gist, you get the play. Sometimes I'm thinking about maybe just running Super Poly and just putting Starving Venom in here. I think that would be pretty cool because that, there's a lot of dark decks right now. The Dark Warrior got really hit, but there's also Danger in a sense. They're all dark types. So with everything here being dark, and then if you're playing an opponent who has dark monsters, then you can Super Poly it, bring out Starving Venom. Starving Venom is also a dragon, so if you need to fuse Dark Magician to bring out any of these, that's still a really cool play. So I'm just debating on when I'm going to put that in, if I am actually going to fit room or find space for it. But yeah, that's the way I'm playing it. That's my deck. You're welcome to change however you want. I like Duality and Allure. I don't think in this version I would run Desires just because of the Polymerization. If I put Polymerization at 3, then probably. But as of right now, I wouldn't run it in this version, honestly, in this build. If you want to use the Spellbook engine, you're welcome to do so. It's kind of cheaper to get nowadays and easier to obtain. I have my set of what I need. I just don't like playing it. So yeah, comments below if you say, hey, why don't you play it? It's just because I don't like to, and I'm okay. And if you want to, it's totally fine. This is how I run it. This is how I have fun. So yeah, this is me doing me. Thanks for watching. Happy holidays and peace.